All right, guys, we're here with Professor Chris Martinez. Sir, how are you doing today?
Doing well. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
27, 28,
46.
40. I was close. You don't look a day over 23.
Thank you, Rich.
You don't look a day over 23, man. So competing tomorrow night, Submission Hunter Pro, number 58. How you feeling, man?
Man, I feel good. I came off of a really bad injury, and, it still kind of affects me sometimes, but, why not? Let's get out there and see how it goes. I needed the kind of kickstart to drop some pounds. I've been carrying around just from, doing that happy eating, and I'm not going to compete. I'm good, and I'm like, oh, I can eat that. I can eat this. And overall, the competition has been very, very motivating, not just for me, but for my entire academy, because they see the change, and students that have never seen me, before, prior to when I was competing at Worlds and stuff, they're like, oh my God, you look great. They see me and my son standing next to each other, and they're like, oh man, you guys look like twins, and, because of the weight loss. And so, their reaction, them being motivated by me motivates me even more. So, yeah.
That is a different feeling, man, from walking in every day, getting everybody else ready, to now you got to get yourself ready as well.
Yeah.
What does it feel like now? You walk in the academy. I know you said that the energy's different, but how's it different for you when you come in?
I wouldn't say it's any more different. It's whether I have, regardless of the competition, if I'm having a very bad day, whether it's personal stuff going on, with whatever, that goes on in people's lives. If I have that bad day, I have to sit there and look at talk to myself in my office before I go out there and say, okay, I need to smile. I need to shake everyone's hand. I need to have a good time. I need to be encouraging. I don't need to take any negative energy out there, and, be there for my students. And so, yeah, I still play by that rule. And so, yeah, it just, nothing really changes. But as far as like the preparation, there's always more sparring, more, I don't know, like for jiu-jitsu, I'm doing things that people wouldn't normally see me do.
Sure.
And so they get in awe about that. The white belts will do that. And it's cool to have that feeling, but, overall, man, everything's still the same, just a little bit higher intense training during sparring.
So how'd you get started with jiu-jitsu?
Watching UFC.
Okay.
I was watching UFC 1 back in the day in the 90s, and I was like, man, who are these guys in these karate uniforms? Just, this guy coming out and destroying people in this cage. It was cool, and I wanted to do that. But I come from, my martial arts background started in 1984 in a Taekwondo academy off of Richmond Avenue. And, and then I went through different martial arts as I was growing up. We didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't really be consistent.
Sure.
Got into music and, did that for a little bit. Went back to martial arts, got back into music, got married, had kids, everything's going. And then one day, this guy that I worked with, he walks in, he's like, hey man, do you roll? I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what roll means. What does that mean? And he goes, man, jiu-jitsu. I was like, no, but I want to do that. This was like in 2000.
Okay.
And so he had some friends that, this judo black belt, this guy named, his name was Brad. And this was down in Friendswood. He was a little skinny guy. And he had an attached garage to his house, 2-car garage. And he had a cheerleading mat, which is really rough. That's what we practice on with these triple weave jiu-jitsu gis. And anybody watching this knows that triple weave gi, it can stand up on its own.
Yeah.
It was really heavy.
Some of those old HCKGs out there.
Yeah. And then, we did that for a few years. Just no instruction, just go out there and just train. And I was just getting, it handed to me. And then one day this guy comes in, and this guy had a bald head, he had a beard, and he's just tearing everyone up. And I'm like, man, who's that guy? And they said, oh man, his name is, here's his name. And, and I always wanted to find out who his instructor was. Well, it turned out, the guy was this guy named Jason.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Jason Rogers. And so Jason's, I said, man, who's his instructor? And they said, man, this is a guy named Travis Took. So there I go. I look up Travis Took, and then I found this definitive martial arts. So, Professor, if you're watching this, yeah, I still have this. My original receipt was signing up for Travis.
Oh, wow.
Definitive martial arts, and so I call or I send the stuff on email or through his website. He calls me up within minutes, and I'm like, hey man, met this guy Jason Rogers. This is who I'm rolling with. He said, yeah man, come on out. So yeah, the rest is history, man. Now I'm a black belt. I have my own academy, and yeah.
Excellent, man. Hey, where can the fans learn more about you and your academy?
Midtown MMA Houston. They can go to midtownmmahouston.com, and they can see about us, and hopefully come by and visit our academy, be a part of our family, and let us teach you some jiu-jitsu.
That's awesome, man. I can't tell you how excited I am personally to see you get back out there tomorrow. We will all look forward to seeing you compete, and it's been a blast, man. Thanks for taking time to talk to me today.
Thank you, Rich.